Hi, I'm Tom Grundy. I'm Chief Executive here at Hybrid Air Vehicles, where we're developing Airlander. We're developing it to be the world's most efficient, large aircraft. So it's designed to carry up to 10 tons of cargo, or 100 passengers with lots of space in a quiet, comfortable cabin. It's designed to take off and land in places that don't currently have infrastructure, so you're not restricted to just using today's airports, and we can create connections between parts of the world that are well connected to infrastructure and the more remote places. It can also fly in the air for very long periods of time, up to 5 days, without being refueled because of its efficiency. So that's useful for protecting people and things on the ground. And the best thing of all is that with that efficiency comes low carbon emissions. Typically, a flight in Airlander delivers up to 90% less CO2 emissions than the equivalent flight in an aircraft. How does it do that? Well, it looks a little bit like an airship, but it's a bit different. It doesn't float. So unlike an airship, when we stop flying, when we turn those engines off, the aircraft comes down and lands on the ground. That means that passengers can walk on and off, our cargo can be loaded and unloaded without worrying about having to get that down from a floating airship. But like a floating airship, we use helium to offset some of the weight of the aircraft. And that's the secret behind Airlander's efficiency. So even the prototype aeroplane that you can see in the picture behind me flying had 75% less emissions than equivalent flights, and that was just using aviation fuel, kerosene. In future, we're moving the aircraft to use hydrogen and electric motors, and in that combination, the aircraft can be fully emission-free, and that's our aim, to get to fully emission-free flight with Airlander 10 by the end of this decade. We're at a really exciting phase in the development of Airlander now. After over 10 years of research and development, $170 million spent on getting this technology to this point, we're now activating production. So over this year, we aim to start the production program, and by 2027, we'll be delivering up to 24 aircraft a year into the global market. It won't stop there for us either. These aircraft get more and more efficient the bigger they are. So our long-term plan for our company is to move to a product called Airlander 50 in the early part of the next decade. That will carry 6 shipping containers, 50 tons of equipment, and take it to any flat surface that you want to land on anywhere around the world. We're working to commercialize this technology, and that means that it has to be economically feasible for our customers. That's been the core to the developments we've made in Airlander. What it means is that for passenger transport, for logistics, and for long endurance flight to protect people and things on the ground, this aircraft's been designed to be economic, not to have a green premium, and to be practical for operators to bring into the market. And that's the secret to the way that we're working to scale the Airlander 10 program.